Look at the shine coming off of that noggin. Oh my goodness. I need to bottle that shit and sell it so people can charge their cars. Anyway, digital thoughts time. Lupe Fiasco, the cool. I'm liking this whole spending 2 weeks with an album instead of one. I don't feel so pressured or forced on my own. I'm forcing myself, pressuring myself, right? Just having a little bit more breathing room with an album. Because initially with this album, I enjoyed it, but I was like, oh man, I thought it was going to be more of a concept into these characters that were initially created in the cool, right? Like this guy coming back to life and all this other stuff. And so initially I felt a little disappointed. Honestly, overall, like on the first, not even the first half. The beginning of the album is a little spotty for me. Like Baby Says Cool for Thought is a very powerful track, important track, but it's not really a song, right? Free Chili I skip. Go Go Gadget Flow I skip. I'm not really into Go Go Gadget Flow. So really like the first couple songs, like I don't really listen to it. I love The Coolest though, and Superstar of course is great. The only skip I have after that is Gold Watch. So really, if you take the album, the first 8 tracks, I'm kind of skipping half of it, you know? So a little shaky on the opening, but honestly, The Coolest, Superstar, Paris, Tokyo, High Definition, Hip Hop Saved My Life is fantastic. True Alert grew on me. Streets on Fire is great. Little Weapon's cool. Gotta Eat's cool. Dumb It Down is one of my favorite. Basically, the rest of the album, once I kind of get through some of the shaky beginning for me personally, the album is great. And I considered, maybe I'll, I've done this before with other albums where I make a playlist where it's just a little bit more curated. And I was like, I don't really need to do that. So that was kind of my initial feeling with the album on the first couple of days. Kind of set it to the side a little bit, put it back on now and then. I kind of love it. I mean, I can see why so many people were saying, Bob, you got to listen to this one. You got to listen. Like, yes. And I'm glad I finally got to it. I guess I'll start with the concept. I'm looking over here because I put Spotify over here. I guess I can put it back on this side. I really like the concept of the album, the cool. The idea of overdosing on cool. The idea of getting so fixated on either impressing people in a certain way or coming off as a certain type of person, or I'm so cool, so much better than you, and therefore looking down on other people. It really is kind of a fascinating concept, especially how it's explored in this album, and especially like now. Now, I say now because, I mean, this is the time that we're in, and people are very aware of online spheres and I don't know, weird social environments that exist online and different ideologies that exist, all these little pockets of thought, like hive mind areas that exist right now. But really, I think the truth is this is something that's persisted throughout humankind. There's always power struggles. There's always clashes of ideas. There's always people want to be cooler than somebody else, have more power than somebody else, more money, more whatever, right? This isn't anything new. But it is neat to sit down and listen to in this kind of age. And, which track is it? Not Dumb It Down. Hello, Goodbye, Uncool. I really enjoy that track. I mean, it's almost a rock track, but I like how this idea of uncool on a hip hop album is so heavily associated with a rock sound. That's really fun for me because I feel like, I don't have my pulse or my finger on the pulse of hip hop culture, and I don't know how the average hip hop person feels about rock music and hearing music like that, and if it's just this immediate turn off. But I do know what the other side of the fence is like. I do know what it's like to be around people who listen to rock, they listen to metal, they listen to whatever, and as soon as you put on somebody rapping, oh, I can't listen to this. Oh, no. So I can kind of see that side of the coin. I don't know what the hip hop side of the coin is like, but I really enjoyed that track just because of that. I feel like it was very intentional to use a rock sound when just openly announcing becoming uncool. And then the idea of rejecting, you know, what's interesting about this album is the way he has defined cool and how, what's the word? Not Mobius, but like, not innocuous, nondescript. There's a very fancy word for like something that's nondescript, not vague. And you're just staring at me, offering no help whatsoever. Say a word. Say volleyball. I don't know. Say anything. Anyway.
Mundane?
No, not mundane. No. It's cool because it's like the term and the idea behind the cool and overdosing on the cool isn't so specific that it only applies to certain people. It applies to everybody in its own kind of way. And it shifts in turns, and it makes the idea of being cool essentially this sinister overlay that can infect everybody. And in my opinion, and I assume in Lupe's opinion, it does infect everyone in some way or another, in some part of our lives, right? And it's unfortunate, but I think it's true. I know I do it in certain aspects where we just look at other people and how they do things. Oh, how could you do that? You know, it's almost like a pride thing, essentially. But it's not at the same time. It's fun. It's this terminology, this idea within the album definitely moves around and morphs depending on what's being talked about. And I'm so focused on that now, I've completely lost my train of thought. Although I think my train of thought was, I don't remember what I was actually trying to say. Favorite song for me, probably going to be Put You on Game. Going with the idea of that sinister side of the cool. I feel like the production on that one really, really brings that home. It's dark, it's got deeper tones to it. Great track. Love that track. Hello, Goodbye, Uncool, I love as well. Dumb It Down, I feel like, I mean, clearly it was not written specifically for me, but me as a person and what I've been doing for almost the last 3 years now of sitting down and going through lyrics and trying to figure things out and getting things right, getting things wildly wrong, being confused, being excited because I do figure it out, falling in love with my own ideas. Like everything about lyrics that I do, to hear Lupe Fiasco say, dumb it down. I love it. And I love the choruses where it's basically the people telling Lupe, hey, this is why you need to dumb it down. We're not feeling you. They're starting to think education is cool. Like I love every line in all three choruses on that track because I just start cracking up. So much. Little Weapon's got a great sound. Gotta Eat. I mean, really, it's true. Like, the coolest... Basically, this album for me is the coolest on, with a very important asterisk next to the opening track of it establishing this idea of the cool and being... what is it? Not infected by the cool. I already forgot the word that she uses in that now. But that idea... being basically stapled to the front of the album. Here's our thesis that we're going to explore as we go through the music. And then the coolest from then on. Go Gadget Flow, I feel like on the reaction I said I feel like it's like a warm-up, and I still kind of feel that way. I think it's just Lupe doing his thing and just having fun with it. But from the coolest on, with the exception of Gold Watch, because the sample being looped over and over and over again through literally the entire song, I get sick of it. Yeah, good to go. Good to go. Top to bottom, check marks all the way down. And, the end. I love how it concludes. I love how you kind of go through this twisting, meandering trail of the cool and, you know, him falling in love with the streets and the game and all that kind of shit. And then essentially coming out of that. And I should have punched up the lyrics and brought it up, but those specific lyrics in Fighter, where he's talking about his own struggles, and then the album concluding with Go Baby, and basically Lupe just telling us, listener, go. I love it. And I got emotional about it during the reaction because, I don't know, there's just something the way he's put this all together to conclude on that. This idea of shed your concern of what other people think of you. Go out and pursue the things that you love. Pursue what you enjoy. Go do that. Go exist. Go be. I love it. I love it. I mean, really, you could almost tie in Common's B right after this, right? Just drop right into that album with that. So it's cool. Very cool album. Now, with more Lupe albums, a lot of people have said, please just skip to, what is it, Tetsu and Youth or something like that. Please skip Lasers. A lot of people have said, just please skip Lasers, like forget it even exists. There is like one hit. The Show Goes On. That's a pretty big hit, but I don't know. I want to do more Lupe for sure. Tetsuo and Youth, yeah. And then some people said Drill Music and Zion's pretty good. I don't know. There's been a lot of debate on that. For sure, Tetsuo and Youth will happen in the future at some point. The rest, I don't know. It's tough because I want to listen to everything, but I just don't have the ability to listen to everything, unfortunately, due to time. So, oh, wow. That was 11 minutes. Okay. All right, cool. Although I think 2 minutes of that was me trying to figure out a word and marveling at the shininess of my own bald head, which it's pretty shiny today. I don't know why. I didn't do anything in particular. No, my son. Okay, yeah, come check out the shininess of the dome. I'm not even freshly shaved. Like, I'm all fuzzy right now. I'm all fuzzy. Are you coming? Oh, there you are. What do you think of
I bet that if I
Can you see the shininess? See on the screen? Look at that.
Right there.
Well, now you're black. Yeah, there you go. Shiny.
I bet if I took a flashlight and shone it on that, I could have powered a solar panel.
You'd break the camera. It'd be too bright.
Yeah. No, I could power a solar panel with it.
I believe this will conclude the video. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you soon.